you guys, and welcome back to yet another video. In today's video, we are focusing on Module 3, Lesson 29, and we're going to continue dividing. However, we're no longer dividing in the hundreds place, right? We're used to problems like this. However, today, we are going to be dividing into the thousands place. Remember the steps: divide, multiply, and subtract. Bring it on down and bring it on back. Let's go ahead and apply these facts to our first problem. Remember, our first step is to divide. 2 goes into 6 how many times? If you need to, pause the video to look at your facts. You're asking yourself, what can you multiply 2 by to get closest to 6 without going over 6? That's right, 2 goes into 6 3 times. Now let's take our number from the top and multiply it by our divisor, which is 2. 3 times 2, what do we get? Yeah, 6. 6 minus 6 is time to subtract. What do we get? 0. And we're going to bring down our number. Remember, there's an arrow pointing from the number we have to bring down. So we're bringing down our 9. We just found our first new number. Let's go ahead and fill that in. 9 is our first new number. Can anyone remind me? Our new number tells us what we have to... If you said divide, you're absolutely correct. So we're going to use our new number to divide. 2 goes into 9 how many times? Pause the video if you need to use your facts. If you said 4, you're absolutely correct. 2 goes into 9 4 times. We just put a 4 at the top. Our divisor is 2. 2 times 4. What's my product? Yeah, 8. And subtract 9 minus 8. Good job, 1. Bring it on down. What number are we going to bring down? Good, 4. And bring it on back means we're starting from the beginning. So we now have our second number. What's our second number? 14. And we're going to use this to bring it on back, meaning we're going to be using this to divide all over again. 2 goes into 14 how many times? Pause the video if you need to. Yeah, it goes in 7 times. We just put a 7 at the top, and our divisor is 2. 2 times 7, what do we get? Yeah, 14. And subtract. 14 minus 14, what do we get? Oh, easy peasy. 0. Bring down my 8. My third new number is 8. Our new number tells us what we have to divide. 2 goes into 8 how many times? 4. We just put a 4 at the top. Our divisor is 2. 2 times 4, what do we get? 8. 8 minus 8, what do we get? Absolutely 0. You guys, we just found our quotient and we found our remainder. Let's go ahead and place those on our work. However, be super careful that you're putting in a comma, because if you don't put a comma in, it's not going to recognize your answer as correct. So we know that our quotient is 3,474. Our divisor is 2, and our remainder is 0. We should be aiming to get 6,948 as our answer. Go ahead and pause the video to do the math. Yeah, 3,474 times 2 is actually 6,948. If we add 0 more, our final answer would be 6,948 again. I'm so sorry that my lines are not big enough to put all that on one line, but we're going to keep going and we're going to do another problem together, and then you guys are going to do slide 5 on your own. Here we go. 8,949 divided by 4. Start with divide. 4 goes into 8 how many times? Pause the video if you need to. If you said 2, you're absolutely correct. I just put a 2 at the top, and my divisor is 4. 4 times 2. What's my product? Good, 8. Now let's subtract. 8 minus 8. What's my difference? Good, 0. I'm bringing down my 9. What is my first new number? 9. Remember, my new number tells me what I have to divide. 4 goes into 9. How many times? Pause the video if you need to look at your facts. If you said 2, you're absolutely correct, because if I multiply 4 by 3, I get 12, which is bigger than 9. Let's keep going. I just put a 2 at the top, and my divisor is 4. 4 times 2, what's my product? Good job, 8. Now subtract 9 minus 8. What do we get? 1. Bring down my 4. What is my second new number? Good job, 14. Remember, my new number tells me what I have to divide. 4 goes into 14. How many times? If you said 3, you are absolutely correct. If I multiply 4 by 4, I get 16, which is bigger than 14. I just put a 3 at the top, and my divisor is 4. 4 times 3, what do I get? Yeah, 12. Next is subtract. 14 minus 12, let's start in our ones place. 4 minus 2, what do we get? Good, 2. And we're bringing down our 9. What is my third new number? Yeah, 29. Here we go. Our third new number tells us what we have to divide. 4 goes into 29. How many times? If you said 7, you are absolutely correct. If I multiply it by 8, I get 32, which is bigger than 29. Now let's multiply the number we just put at the top times our divisor. 4 times 7, what do we get? Good, 28. And our last step is to divide again. 29 minus 28, what do we get? Yes, 1. So we know a few things. Our remainder is 1. Our divisor is 4. And our quotient, we just found out, is 2,237. I want you guys to go ahead and pause the video, multiply 2,237 times 4, and then add one more to see if you get 8,949 as your answer. Friends, we just solved, and we know that 2,237 times 4 gets me 8,948, plus one more gets me to 8,949. Let's go ahead and move to slide 5. On slide 5, you guys are actually going to be doing this problem independently. Pause the video, do it independently, and then unpause to see if you got the same answers as Ms. Turner. All right, friends, so you should have had an opportunity to do this problem on your own. Let's go ahead and see if you got the same answers as Ms. Turner. The first thing I did was divide 2 into 7, and I figured out that 2 goes into 7 3 times without going over 7. Did you get 3? If you didn't, make sure you're fixing it. Then I multiplied 2 times 3, and I got 6. Did you get 6? If you didn't, make sure you're fixing it. Then I subtracted 7 minus 6, and I got 1. Did you get 1? Then I brought down my 5, and I found that my first new number is 15. Did you get 15 as your first new number? If you didn't, make sure you're fixing it. I used my new number to divide. 2 goes into 15. I found out that 2 can only go into 15 7 times evenly. because 2 times 7 is 14 and 2 times 8 is 16, which is bigger than 15. So then I multiplied 2 times 7 because that's my next number at the top, and I got 14. Did you multiply correctly and multiply 2 times 7? If you did, good job. Then I subtracted 15 minus 14, and I got 1. I then brought down my 6, and I found my second new number to be 16. I used my second new number to divide again. 2 goes into 16. What did you put here? If you put 8, you're absolutely correct. 2 goes into 16 8 times. Then I multiplied again. My number at the top times my divisor. 2 times 8. And I got 16. I then subtracted again. 16 minus 16, starting in my ones place, 6 minus 6 is 0. And I brought down my 9. I found my third new number, which is 9. And I divided again. 2 goes into 9 how many times? Did you say 4? If you did, you're correct. 2 goes into 9 4 times. Then I multiplied the number at the top times my divisor. 2 times 4. And I got 8. The last thing I did, you guys, was subtract. 9 minus 8, and I got 1. Did you get a remainder of 1? If you did, you are absolutely correct. If you got this entire problem correct, you are good to go. You do not need to watch this video again. If you did not get your independent problem correct, go back to the first problem, grab your paper and pencil, and make sure you're doing every single problem along with Miss Turner. Until next time, you guys, see ya.